Welcome to Happy Valley, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions and one of the most passionate fan bases in all of college football. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Since this venerable stadium was erected in the Pennsylvania Hills, it has been the home to toughness, to passion, to winning. Welcome to Happy Valley and Beaver Stadium, home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. as we'll see the #3 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little extra time. Makes the catch, it's Marshall. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally...
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Offense getting set for first down. Looking for space, it's Wallace. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. It's Aller. He's going to let it go. Fires and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
The Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. To the air on first down. Zings it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd...
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They go to the ground. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. Wants to throw. It's Allard. Fires to the big fella. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Wallace. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Off play action. Going for the big play. Wide open. He makes the catch. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for it.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. The Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. He'll try to tack on one more. And it's perfect. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
The The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Davis will throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver. So that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Fires one high and deep. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the sack all the way back into the 5.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out.
Going downfield for the big play. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the ball is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that You can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
He'll start this drive firing. Got him downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is speed. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Davis looking to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
They go into the creative space, giving it to the wide receiver. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Wolverines are flying down the field. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Michigan, 21, Penn State, 7.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Going up top on 1st down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Leaves it with the running back. Nice move to keep running.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X.
Going for it all. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinator's got to love that.
Davis will throw. Looking down the middle. Ball in the air, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Almost took that one all the way back.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage. And if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take him away. There was nothing there that time. That's
touchdown, Penn State! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He looks that one in nicely. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Loveland. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff to the lone back. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Great job on the defense. Everybody firing on the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Davis looking to pass. It's complete to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, that's a big gain down the field, and the big fella was wide open. I tell you what, nobody around. The defense kind of lost sight of him, and he took full advantage.
It's a reverse. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
Well, the offense dialing up the jet sweep, and I like that idea because this receiver, with his speed, you want to try to get him on the perimeter, put the ball in his hands and see what can happen.
And the Wolverines will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Pulls it in. It's Wallace. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels in football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10. Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Lining up to add another. Right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Davis will throw. Gets it out fast. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And it's no good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to put toe to leather as we are deadlocked here in the third. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made in the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive from it? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Allard. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And the returner will be brought down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down the end zone.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Penn State! And the defense doing work. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Davis looking to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Hansen. Ooh, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there? The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Using the quick game. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Back to throw, it's Allard. Snags it over the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll give it to him again. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Not going to get a return here. They'll the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll run it from the gun. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Comes out throwing on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Michigan! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. With that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the ground with the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you got the lead late. You want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open in the defense before pulling the trigger.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Off-play action on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I wouldn't be surprised if they throw it again.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They'll run play action. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking to throw it again. Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense.
Touchdown, Penn State! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Looking downfield, it's Allard. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. After the incompletion on second down, it's 3rd and inches. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. It's complete on the right side. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Davis looking to pass. Got his man in the middle.
and quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that ball is picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. There he goes to the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. They'll run it. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Oh, he missed it. No good. After the failed field goal attempt, still a 12-point game. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like.
Throws toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Davis looking to pass. Fires to the right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3.
And I tell you what, I love the versatility of wide receivers nowadays. You can handle the football in many different ways, but I like it like this. Get him going full speed in motion. He's already got all that speed built up, hand him the football. He can chew up 5 yards in a hurry, get you those critical yards you need to put you in better situations.
They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed on the outside. It's Loveland. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Trying to find his man on first down. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Just over 50 seconds to go. They're trying to pull off a comeback, and they'll need to get this onside kick to do it. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Final seconds of the game. They can just take a knee and eliminate all of the drama.
And you're exhaling, too, at this point, because this was a hard-fought football game, David. It could have gone either way. At the end, it was this team that made the most plays, made the fewest mistakes, and they've earned this victory formation.
And by the way, there's nothing more frustrating in the world than playing defense when they take knees. Like, it's a helpless feeling. There's nothing you can do. You have so much rage inside you just want to hit somebody so hard, and they're just taking a knee, and you just got to take the L.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Throws to the wideout. And he tried to balloon that one in on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach, because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
That keeps the score. Penn State 41, Michigan 36.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back.